Hey folks, Jimmy here, aka Palette of the Dead. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to the latest issue of Warhammer 40k Imperium magazine. As per usual with all these videos, if you like them, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and of course drop us a comment down below. Love hearing back from you guys, and it goes a massive way to help the channel too. Now, this week we're on issue 66 of Imperium magazine, and we have our third and final sprue for the Vanguard Space Marines. So, 5 new minis to get going with. So this is the same sprue that we had to kickstart all of these Vanguard Marines. So you have an Eliminator, a Suppressor, and 3 Infiltrators to get going with. The only difference that you can do with these is you can have a different head on your sniper if you wanted to, but otherwise all the others are exactly the same. So, but really good stuff either way. So you can have a bit of fun with them, but they're a cool kit to have. Into the issue we go. We are of course greeted by our Suppressor squad. So these are of course your jump pack equipped fire support. So Suppressors are fast moving squads armed with devastating anti-infantry weapons. It is their task to keep up a steady stream of fire towards the foe, allowing their battle brothers to advance and take ground without the risk of being felled by enemy fire. So obviously a Suppressor's job is to suppress the fire support of the enemies. So they are literally firing volley after volley after volley into the enemies to kind of keep them grounded in cover so you can move forward with your other units. So of course they are equipped with jump packs. So obviously these are jet powered jump packs that allow them to traverse the battlefield swiftly. They have an accelerator autocannon, which these are weapons that fire hails of high velocity armor piercing shells, enabling the bearer to easily hit moving targets. And they have their own unique armour, which is the Mark X Omnis pattern armour, which incorporates elements of the heavier Gravis armour and the Mark X Gravis plate as well. So providing them a good deal of protection and a good deal of mobility. So really good stuff. Obviously, of course, with these you can give them their names, battle record and everything like that as per usual on the back. So depending on what you want to call them, you can have a bit of fun with this. So you can give them their specialism of being killing infantry, pinning enemies, or even outflanking for each one. So your choice with this one. You can give them their honorifics. You can name the squad. You can name your brother sergeant and your 2 brothers as well. So really good stuff. And of course, with these, they should have flying stems. Now, one thing I will say, nobody has received their flying stems for these guys, but they will be coming in a future issue. So I was told through Instagram Messenger a few days ago that somebody had an email back from good old Hatship Artworks saying that they will be coming in a future issue. I'm guessing they've just forgotten to put them in. So we will get them. Don't worry about it. It's one of them things. It happens every now and again. It's a bit frustrating. But if you've got spare flying stems from the Adeptus Sororitas, you could always use them if you don't want to hang around too much. Because hanging around for the missing items to be replaced can be a bit kind of problematic. Then we greeted with our Eliminator squad. So these are of course your peerless marksmen. So you've already had some of these, so they're very simple. They are of course having these cool sniper rifles, these bolt snipers, which are pretty damn cool, using the same ancient Imperial technology as the bolt rifle. These weapons have been refined to improve their accuracy and range. An Eliminator with a bolt sniper rifle can pick off his targets at extreme distances. They also have things like rangefinders, or magnoculars as they're called on this, which can give them exact position and range for their targets. And they also carry infrared goggles so they can see in the dark. So really cool stuff. And their most unique feature of course being the camo cloak that they carry. Now, the camo cloak, you can do it how you want. So you could do it in like regular camo that you'll see out in the world, like real life camo. So kind of like this, which would be for like your desert terrain and stuff like that. You could do it green for jungle, or you could do it how you want. So if you go for grey, it is more kind of your kind of urban battlefield type of scenario for camouflage. But if you wanted to, you could even do it like an active camo. So there are some great examples online of this, where people have used their texture paint going up the cloak, which makes it blend into the background and a bit more kind of like it is actually proper camouflage. So it's like a unique technology. which looks really, really cool, and is quite good as well. I must admit, I like it. It looks really fun. With these guys as well, if you buy them separately, you can get them with Las Fusil, which is, if the should the situation demand, Eliminator squads may forego the anti-infantry bolt sniper in favour of the Las Fusils. These are compact versions of Las cannons mounted on Space Marine vehicles and carried by heavy infantry. Despite their reduced size, the Las Fusils still pack a powerful punch. A squad of Eliminators armed with such a weapon can reduce armoured targets to molten wreckage with but a few well-placed volleys. So, they can have an alternative weapon. You don't get the alternative weapon with this, unfortunately, but with the individual pack, I believe you can. So really, really good stuff. So if you want to expand your Space Marines and you get more Eliminators, you can have them with different weapons, so and make them look pretty cool. And then you can go them after kind of your more armoured targets. As per usual, you get your battle record on the other side, so you give them your squad name, honorifics, name your battle brothers, including your brother sergeant, of course, and you can even tick off for the bullet for every situation. So this will give kind of improve them as they go as well. So really, really good stuff, and give you some more achievements that you can utilise with your Eliminators. Then we move on. We get more lore behind the Second Tyranic War. So obviously the Tyranids, being these horrible hive fleet, hive-minded, monstrous killing machines that just basically flood through. So think the Xenomorphs in Alien type of thing. So following the defeat of Hive Fleet Behemoth, some foolishly optimistic Imperial observers believed that the Tyranid threat was over. Several centuries passed without incident before the tendrils of a second Hive Fleet reached into the Imperium to destroy and devour. So obviously, Hive Fleet Kraken then came along after the Behemoth had been destroyed and defeated, and the Tyranids plunged forward, attacking on the eastern fringes of the Imperium, and having a bit of fun there, and trying to destroy, devour, and basically destroy everything in its path, really. But really, really cool stuff, and quite interesting as well to read up on these guys, and the wars that kind of ensued afterwards as well, including the Doom of Yanden as well, from the Eldari Craft world, who found themselves as one of the targets of the Hive Fleet as well. So really, really cool stuff. Then we get information about one of the factions. So these are Chaos Knights. So Chaos Knights obviously being very much like the Imperial Knights, big, massive walking units that are adorned in chaos. So Chaos Knights tower over the battlefield, each a god of war wrought in iron. Piloted by nobles who have forsworn their allegiance to the Imperium, these monstrous bipedal engines of destruction are amongst the most fearsome and deadly creations in the entire galaxy. So obviously, they do pull forward every now and again, and they look pretty cool as well, because they have a load of cool adornments that the Imperial Walkers just don't have, and these make them more unique and make them look pretty damn cool at the same time. So there are many different houses that have been going in now, so there are a list of traitor houses here as well for you to have a look through if you wish to, as well as house worlds that are listed on here as well. So really good stuff. Then we get information about one of the other heroes from the 41st millennia, Darnath Lysander, so Watch Commander of the Phalanx. So Darnath Lysander has led a long and bloody career. Though he is viewed by some as an arrogant and superior in nature, some doubt Lysander's none doubt Lysander's heroism, for his roll call of victories is lengthy and ever growing. So, he is of course an Imperial Fist, so they have that nice unique yellow armour, and he is of course equipped in Terminator plate as well. Really, really cool stuff. A unique hero as well, so really good. So Lysander led the Imperial Fists' first company with distinction for many years, earning the highest praise of his chapter could bestow. When his strike cruiser, Shield of Valor, was lost to the warp, his brothers mourned his loss. Nearly 1,000 years later, however, the vessel re-entered orbit above the Iron Warrior's stronghold, Malodrax. Lysander, alongside his surviving brothers, was captured and tortured by the heretic Astrates. The captain, however, refused to accept defeat. Escaping his bonds, armed only with his fists, he bludgeoned his way through the Iron Warrior's citadel, stole a shuttle, and escaped. So, what a cool hero. That's a cool story. That'll be nice to see in a, I don't know, video game, in all honesty. They do sometimes carry rare and deadly weapons such as vortex grenades, which look pretty gnarly. I must admit, I like them. They look pretty good, damn good. So, and you get a bit more information about one of the other heroes, Tor Garadon, captain of the 3rd company from the Imperial Fists, who also looks pretty damn cool and has his own, pretty damn good armour, which looks really, really good for Grabber's pattern armour. You get another story from the 41st Millennium here as well, City of Death, giving us a lot of information about the kind of the monstrosities of Redaxia's human defenders and hybrid aliens as well, attacking them. The story is quite long for once, so it goes on quite a bit instead of being split into multiple parts, which is quite nice to see. And then we have our how to build. How to build, very, very straightforward. You can't go wrong with it, in all honesty. Have a bit of fun with it, and you can have some really cool units at the end. Then we have our updated rules for the Space Marines, of course. So, giving us the Angels of Death Part 2. So, these are giving you your advanced rules for specifically for the Space Marines. So, giving your different squads, battle rounds, and much, much more. So, different doctrines as well for them. So, have a good read through this, and as per usual, the magazine will teach you how to utilise those rules as we go. So really, really good stuff. And then finally, we have our battle. So in our battle this week, you're using 50 power. It is all about controlling the points using 2 battle mats from issue 38 and 58. And you have 5 points to control and 5 objectives. So yeah, have a bit of fun with it. It looks quite fun. I've not had a chance to play it yet, but yeah, could be really, really good. So enjoy your games, and yeah, I'm sure you'll have a good one cracking off with this. So finally, next week's issue we get 2 paints, not the best, Tesseract Glow, which is handy for Necrons, White Scar, very good for white highlights. That's it. Issue 68 should be before Christmas week. May not be though. We get our 3rd and final good old Canaptic Wraith. Yeah, very easy to build, and we've got some really cool stuff to look forward to in the new year. I don't think there's an issue straight after Christmas. I think we have to wait a little bit longer into the new year for it, but otherwise really, really good stuff, and yeah, happy times. Right, that's it for me. Thank you very, very much for watching, and I'll see you sometime soon. Bye bye now.